You didn't find this video by accident. Something within you felt the call, an ancient voice whispering between the lines of your own mind. There is more than what you've been taught to see. This video isn't just information, it's a portal. And if you listen carefully, nothing in your reality will ever be the same. Across centuries, mystics, scientists, and seekers have tried to understand the mystery of creation. Among them, one name echoes through time: Hermes Trismegistus, thrice great, the bridge between the divine and the human. Hermes represents more than history. He is the universal symbol of unified knowledge, where spirituality and science meet as one. Yet, what you'll hear here isn't vague mysticism. Much of what Hermes taught now aligns with modern quantum physics, neuroscience, and psychology. That's what makes this message powerful. It merges the ancient with the modern, the invisible with the measurable. Hermes said, "The all is mind, the universe is mental." For centuries that sounded like metaphor, but today quantum science confirms it. The observer shapes the outcome. Consciousness defines reality. If the universe is mind, then every thought is a cosmic seed. Every emotion, a wave that ripples through the quantum field of the all. Before we continue, subscribe now. Not out of vanity, but because every awakened mind adds energy to this collective field. Every like, every comment, every soul that joins expands this vibration of consciousness. Together we create resonance, a living network of awakening. Through this journey, you'll discover how Hermetic principles reveal the hidden structure of reality, how vibration shapes form, how the mind projects worlds, and how inner awareness alters the very fabric of existence. Nothing here will be imposed upon you. What you'll receive is a remembrance, not new knowledge, but what your soul has always known, that the universe is a living mind, and you are one of its conscious thoughts. Now breathe deeply. Let go of what you think you know. Allow the next words to guide you to the still point where creation begins. Because from this moment forward, the simple act of listening already starts reprogramming your vibration. When Hermes declared that the all is mind, he wasn't speaking metaphorically. He was describing the fundamental structure of reality. To the ancients, it was divine revelation. To us today, it's what science calls the unified field, an invisible web of energy connecting everything, every particle, every thought, every intention. Modern physicists call it the quantum field, an ocean of infinite possibilities where nothing is fixed. What we perceive as reality is a constant dance between energy and information. This is exactly what Hermes meant thousands of years ago. As above, so below, as within, so without. The universe is a mirror. The human mind is the microcosm reflecting the macrocosm. Everything you experience, people, events, circumstances, is a vibrational echo of your internal state. Science now supports this. When an observer measures a subatomic particle, it chooses a state from infinite possibilities, the well-known observer effect in quantum experiments. The deeper implication? Consciousness influences matter, and that changes everything. Your thoughts, emotions, and intentions are creative forces, not passive reactions to an external world. Neuroscience aligns with this vision. Research on brain plasticity and epigenetics reveals that thoughts and emotions literally reshape the brain and influence gene expression. In other words, your inner state is constantly sculpting your body, your biology, and your energy field. Hermes taught that the human being is a miniature creator, a spark of the all. There is no separation between the creator and creation. That's why true transformation begins within. Most people fail to change their reality because they still believe the power lies outside themselves. So now, observe. Look around and recognize that your life is a mirror of your dominant vibration. Nothing, absolutely nothing, exists outside the frequency you are radiating. This is the beginning of Hermetic practice. Before trying to control the world, become aware of your own field. Feel what you're emitting. If there is chaos, there is inner disorder. If there is harmony, there is vibrational coherence. When you realize this not as theory but as lived experience, reality ceases to be a mystery and becomes a language that responds precisely to the vibration of your being. Hermes once said, "The all is mind, the universe is mental." In that single statement, he revealed one of humanity's greatest secrets. Reality is not an external chain of events. It is an expression of consciousness itself. Everything begins and ends within the mind, your mind. For centuries, Western thought dismissed this as mysticism. Yet modern science, through a different path, is rediscovering the same truth. When physicist Max Planck declared that consciousness is fundamental and matter originates from it, he was unknowingly echoing Hermes's ancient teaching. If everything is mind, then your mind is shaping the reality you experience. Each thought generates an electromagnetic field. Each emotion shifts your biochemistry, your heartbeat, your brain waves. These signals radiate into the quantum field, interacting with what scientists call the quantum potential, what Hermes described as the ocean of creation. But Hermes never spoke of shallow, positive thinking. He spoke of vibrational resonance. The mind doesn't create what it wants, it creates what it is. Transformation requires changing not just thoughts, but the state of consciousness from which they arise. Modern neuroscience supports this. About 95% of our daily thoughts are repetitive and subconscious, echoes of old programs and emotional memories. To shift reality, you must rewrite the code. This is mental transmutation, the Hermetic art of raising your vibration until the mind becomes a clear channel for the all. Try this. Close your eyes and watch a thought. Realize you are not the thought. You are the space in which it appears. This awareness changes your brain's electrical rhythm, aligning heart and mind. In that coherence, creation begins. The mind is the first temple of alchemy. Before turning lead into gold, the true initiate transforms dense thoughts into elevated frequencies. If this truth resonates, anchor it now by writing or speaking. I consciously choose the frequency that creates my world. The affirmations you write or speak are more than words. They are vibrational codes. Each repetition strengthens the neural and energetic circuits that reshape reality. This is not just engagement, it's collective anchoring of consciousness. Each time you repeat it, the universe reorganizes around that new coherence. And gradually, everything not in harmony with it dissolves, effortlessly. There comes a moment in every seeker's journey when they realize the universe isn't out there. They look around and quietly understand. Everything surrounding them is a translation of what happens within. That is when Hermes's ancient truth comes alive. As above, so below. As within, so without. This is not poetry. It's a universal law of correspondence. Every thought, every emotion, every inner decision finds its echo in the physical world. The macrocosm and the microcosm are infinite mirrors reflecting each other. Modern science sees the same pattern through a different lens. Fractal mathematics reveals that the same structure repeats at every scale. Galaxies resemble atoms, ocean currents mirror blood flow, neural networks resemble cosmic webs. Everything is a reflection of one universal design, a single mind projecting itself in multiple densities. When you understand this principle, life becomes a symbolic language. Every person, event, or challenge mirrors an inner aspect asking for awareness. If there is conflict around you, there is tension within. If there is stagnation, there is resistance in the mind. The universe doesn't punish or reward, it simply replicates. It is neutral, precise, and vibrationally coherent with your dominant frequency. This is why Hermetic masters focused on self-knowledge. You can't change the projection without adjusting the projector, your mind and emotional field. Modern psychology, especially Jungian theory, echoes this through the concept of the shadow. Everything we repress within manifests outwardly, giving us a chance to see and integrate it. That is emotional alchemy, the merging of science and spirit. The key is not to fight the reflection, but to understand it. You wouldn't argue with a mirror to change your face. You change the expression. Likewise, change begins not through control, but through awareness. Look at your daily life. How often do you react, blame, or judge? Each reaction resists natural correspondence. When you accept the reflection without victimhood, energy trapped in old patterns is released. That's how reality shifts, not by force but by resonance. The universe is a mirror, not a judge. It doesn't test you, it reveals you. And when you learn to read its reflections with love and neutrality, life becomes an ongoing dialogue between the visible and the unseen. Hermes Trismegistus declared, "Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates." This is one of the most powerful and misunderstood laws of the universe. What Hermes called vibration, science now calls electromagnetic frequency. Everything, from atoms to thoughts, vibrates at specific rates. The only difference between matter and light, fear and love, limitation and expansion, is frequency. Under the quantum lens, reality appears as an ocean of vibrating waves that occasionally condense into particles, what we perceive as matter. Nothing is solid, everything pulses. Hermes wanted us to remember that vibration is the language of the universe. Nikola Tesla echoed this when he said, "If you want to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." He spoke the scientific language of the same Hermetic truth. Neuroscience now measures emotions as vibrations. Fear creates chaotic brainwaves. Gratitude creates harmonic ones. The human heart, when in states of love or compassion, generates an electromagnetic field up to 5,000 times stronger than the brain. And this field interacts with the world around us. It literally shapes reality. Hermes taught that when you attune yourself to a higher frequency, the universe rearranges itself to match your new vibration. That's why peaceful people attract synchronicities, not luck, but resonance. To raise vibration is not to fake joy or suppress pain. It is to transmute dense energy into awareness. By seeing and breathing through emotion, you release the charge behind it, and vibration naturally rises. Everything vibrates, and the universe responds with mathematical precision. Change your frequency, and your life reorganizes around it. Think of yourself as a cosmic instrument. Each thought is a note, each emotion a chord. Your life is the melody of your inner harmony. When the musician aligns with the cosmic score, love, consciousness, expansion, the entire universe dances to that frequency. Try this experiment. For one day, choose a vibration, peace, joy, or gratitude, and hold it consciously. Feel it in your body, breathe through it, and watch how reality begins to respond. That is not faith. That is physics in motion. Hermes taught, everything is dual, everything has poles. Opposites are identical in nature, differing only in degree. To truly understand this, we must move beyond the habit of labeling life as good or bad, light or dark, success or failure. In truth, everything is one single energy oscillating between two poles. Cold and heat are variations of temperature. Light and shadow are degrees of the same energy. Love and fear are polarities of the same force, consciousness itself. Duality is how the mind perceives reality. But the initiate learns to stand at the center of motion, mastering the swing. Quantum physics reveals a similar pattern. Particles behave as both wave and matter depending on observation. Everything oscillates, nothing is static. The universe breathes, expanding and contracting, in cosmic rhythms reflected within us. Heartbeat, breath, sleep cycles, lunar tides. Rhythm governs everything. Modern humans, however, resist rhythm. We want constant progress, constant joy, constant control. But nature is cyclical, not linear. Ignoring that rhythm causes imbalance. Hermes warned, resisting the current is like fighting the ocean. The harder you fight, the faster you sink. Flow with it, and you ride the wave of existence. In polarity, there are no enemies, only complements. Darkness is not the absence of light. It is the womb of light. Winter is not death. It is the rest before rebirth. The soul grows not by perfection, but by the dance of opposites. And rhythm is the heartbeat of that dance. Neuroscience mirrors this truth. The brain itself is dual. The left hemisphere seeks logic and control. The right seeks intuition and unity. When both harmonize, a state of neural coherence emerges, reason and emotion working as one. In that state, time slows down, flow appears, and consciousness aligns with creation. So, when pain comes, remember, it is only one side of the cycle. Suffering isn't punishment, it's propulsion. It drives you toward understanding, toward the other pole, toward balance. This is the secret, not to escape polarity, but to master it consciously. The true master is not one who stays in the light, but one who can move between extremes without losing center, to descend without losing clarity, to rise without losing humility, to rest without apathy, to act without anxiety. That is vibrational mastery. For whoever masters polarity, masters vibration, and whoever masters vibration, masters reality. Hermes Trismegistus taught, every cause has its effect, every effect has its cause, everything happens according to law. Nothing is random, nothing is an accident. What we call chance is simply a law we have not yet understood. The universe operates with absolute precision, and what we call fate is merely the reflection of the causes we have set in motion. For centuries, humanity believed itself a victim of luck, karma, or divine will. But the principle of cause and effect gives the power back to us. We are active participants in the architecture of the cosmos. Every thought, emotion, and action plants a seed in the quantum field. And sooner or later that seed manifests as an event, encounter, or opportunity. Quantum physics sees the same pattern in the field of probabilities. Every act of observation collapses one of infinite possibilities. Nothing is fixed until perceived, and every perception is a cause generating new effects. In practice, this means you are creating your future not when it arrives, but right now. Every repetitive thought is a micro-cause in motion. Every emotion sustained becomes a vibration, programming your field. Each word you speak, each silence you choose, shapes your timeline. Neuroscience and epigenetics confirm this. Your brain rewires itself according to what you repeat. Your emotional environment literally changes gene expression. Mind shapes body, body shapes reality, a perfect hermetic loop. Understanding this principle frees you from victimhood and makes you a conscious co-creator. It's not about blame, it's about remembering your original power. You are cause. Everything else is effect. Hermes said the wise are not swept by the tides of fate. They learn to read and navigate them. While most react, the awakened act. They plant causes deliberately, knowing vibration and time will take care of the harvest. The true power lies not in predicting the future, but in vibrating consciously in the present. Your current vibration is the cause, your future reality, the effect. Change the frequency now, and the future must change with it. Ask yourself, what causes are you planting today? If your emotions and thoughts were seeds, what kind of garden are you creating? The universe doesn't judge, it simply mirrors. This is the sacred balance of existence. Nothing happens to you, everything responds to you. And when that awareness awakens, life stops being random and becomes a conversation between you and the all. The seeker then stops asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and begins to ask, "What is this showing me?" In that moment, fate dissolves, and the creator behind all things is revealed, you. Hermes Trismegistus taught that the mind is the first laboratory of creation. True alchemy does not take place in furnaces or metals, but within human consciousness. He said, "He who masters his mind, masters the universe." Everything, mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, culminates in this final secret: mental transmutation. To transmute is to transform one state into another, to raise density into light, to shift the frequency of thought until it becomes pure creative energy. It is when the being realizes they are not the mind, but the consciousness using the mind. Science calls this conscious neuroplasticity. Observation changes the brain. When you witness a thought instead of reacting to it, new pathways form, old ones dissolve. Awareness itself is the fire that turns emotional lead into golden clarity. Hermes called this the mastery of inner vibration. Think of fear, anger, or guilt. Ordinary reaction is resistance. The initiate observes. Through awareness, emotion loses its grip and transforms. Anger becomes focus. Fear becomes discernment. Pain becomes wisdom. That is mental alchemy, changing vibration without denying experience. You don't fight darkness, you turn on the light. You don't resist chaos, you rise above its frequency. The transmuted mind does not react, it creates. It vibrates outward in harmony with the all. Desire then becomes declaration. You no longer ask for a new reality. You embody it until the universe mirrors your new vibration. Cause bends to vibration. Vibration is consciousness in motion. To sustain this, practice presence. Observe your thoughts, words, and intentions as sacred instruments. The master doesn't seek perfection, only coherence. Each moment is a chance to recalibrate and choose again. Remember, thought ignites, emotion fuels, action solidifies. Think, feel, and act in resonance, and reality follows. Not by miracle, but by vibrational law. You didn't reach this message by coincidence. Hearing it already shifts your field. Hermetic wisdom is not theory. It's a living frequency transmitted through awareness. Now close your eyes and affirm, "I consciously choose the frequency that creates my world." Let that phrase become your vibration, your mantra, your daily song. As you repeat it, life begins to align with its tone, not through effort, but through coherence. If this message resonated with you, share it. Help expand this field of consciousness. Every awakened soul lights hundreds more. Leave your comment, your vibration, your testimony, not for engagement, but because your energy is part of this creation. And remember, the highest timeline is not a future place. It is a state of being, available here and now. Walk in peace, in clarity, and in love. Until the next awakening.